Good day everyone, I am Jenna May Solomon and I'm going to discuss about the persuasive speech in private institutions. Corporations and private institutions rely on persuasion in order to get investments, broker deals, and find clients. Persuasion comes not just in the words that are used, but also with snappy audiovisual presentations and infectious music. It can be dead serious, as in corporate negotiations, or seriously fun, as in marketing products and pitching projects. So, let's define first what is persuasion ba. So, persuasion means trying to convince someone to believe you, support you, or take action like buying products, investing in your idea, or joining your event. So, in this lesson, we're able to learn how to use persuasion to promote business ideas, pitch projects, or make people support your event or product. This skills is important not just for business and advertising students, but for anyone who might want to start a business, or propose a project, or even just convincing people in their future careers. So, we have here our lesson's objectives. We have 3 objectives for our lesson for today, which are the pitch a project, market a products, and take part in corporate conference. So, may kailangan tayong basahing article dito. Ito yung article by Ellie Williams na Effective Persuasive Communications. So, this article explains how persuasion works best when it's clear, emotional, credible, and suited to the audience and platforms. And we have here the after reading questions. So, may mga questions dito na masasagot mo after you read the Effective Persuasive Communication by Ellie Williams. So, let's answer some of it. Let's answer 1 to 5. Yes, or kahit ilan, pili na lang tayo. So, question number 1. Were you surprised at some of the insights of the author? What surprised you? So, yung article na to, ina-emphasize niya yung importance ng understanding sa ating audience. So, it also establishing credibility and tailoring your message to the medium. And yung one surprising insight is ina-emphasize niya yung pagtitailor na message to medium. And ipina-highlight niya yung different platforms na nire-require from different approaches. Ito naman, next question. Why is persuasion needed in the corporate world? So, persuasion is essential in the corporate world to influence decisions, drive change, and align team goals with organizational objectives. And ito naman, ano daw yung difference between persuasion in the academy and persuasion in business? So, in academy, persuasion often aims to inform or challenge existing knowledge. In business naman, it seeks to drive action or change. Next question. Why do you think the audience is so important? So, understanding the audience is crucial because it allows the communicator to tailor the message to the audience interests, values, and level of understanding. How are ethos, pathos, and logos translated in the corporate world? So, ethos, or yung kilala bilang or tinatawag na credibility, dinademonstrate niya yung expertise and trustworthiness to gain the audience confidence. While yung pathos naman, which is yung emotion, is appealing to the audience emotions to create a connection and motivate action. And lastly, the logos or logic, presenting logical arguments or evidence to persuade the audience rationally. And last question, what do you think the best advice in the article? Why do you say so? So for me, yung best advice sa article na yon is to know your audience. So yung principle na yon, ini-ensure niya that sa lahat ng aspect of persuasive communication, kagaya ng pag-establish ng credibility, crafting the message, pitching a project. So, many times, people need to look for funding sources to make good ideas grow and develop. So, sometimes daw, people have great ideas like starting a business, making a product, or building an app. But they don't have enough money to make it happen. So, they need to ask for help for investors. Investor, ito yung mga tao na gustong tumulong or gustong mag-support and mag-fund ng new ideas. So, back in 1990s, when the internet was just starting to grow, many startup companies were able to get money from big companies in places like Silicon Valley in the US. So, yung sa startup companies na yun is yung mga small or new small businesses yon. So, yung mga investors na yun is naniniwala sila sa idea and na makakatulong sila sa pag-grow ng business na yun or ng startup companies na mga yun. So, but nag-slow down siya a bit noong 2000s. Pero, people are still doing it today, especially sa online. The internet makes it easier to ask for support. There are special websites na pwedeng where anyone can share their idea and people from everywhere or anywhere in the world can invest money to help. One of the most popular website ay tinatawag na Kickstarter. Dun sa Kickstarter, yung mga tao nag-upload lang sila ng videos, in-explain nila yung ideas nila, yung products nila, or yung project nila. And then, if yung nanonood or yung audience is nagustuhan yung idea na yun, pwede sila mag-donate or mag-invest ng money para matulungan yun na maisagawa, ganon. Para matulungan yun to make it real. Marketing a product. So, marketing a product, you need to participate in marketing fair. For example, in a group of members, think of a product that you will sell in the class marketing fair. There should be an existing product and something that you consider to be worth selling. Food products are a good choice. Others are clothing, related merchandise, and others, or yung iba naman is mga accessories such as socks, cups, phone cases, ano ba, mga DIY or handmade bracelets, ganyan. Next naman, to help you in marketing the product, draft the following based on the article you just read. So, para daw matulungan ka na mag-market ng product mo, kailangan mong i-draft ito. So, definition of your market. First, we have definition of your market. So, yung step na to, i-identify mo kung sino ba yung market mo. Or kung kanino ka ba magbebenta. Kung sino ba ang pagbebentahan mo or bibili ng mga product na ikakandak mo. Next naman is sales plans. So, itong outline naman na to is kung paano mo mabebenta or kung paano mo maibebenta yung product na yon dun sa market mo. So, doon na nakalagay yung mga flavors offered. For example, sa mga drinks na napili mo, kung ayun man yung product mo, nakalagay din doon yung sa sales plan din nakalagay yung mga prices and kung paano mo siya i-promote para syempre, maano yung mga, what do you call this kasi, makuha mo yung attention ng mga, ng market mo. Next naman, we have a web page around your product via WordPress, Facebook, or any social media pages. So, this serves as your digital presence, which is makakatulong sa'yo to reach a broader audience even before the fair starts. So, for example, a Facebook page. It is a great tool because familiar yon or karamihan sa mga audience mo or sa market mo, ganyan, na gumagamit ng Facebook. And pwede mo rin malagay doon yung mga information about your product and pwede ka rin mag-create ng mga fun posts para ma-generate yung excitement ng mga audience mo. Next naman, your class should have a marketing fair, with each group having a table or a stall to sell your wares. If possible, this can be a school-wide event. With all the different English classes participating in the event, the money that you will earn can be either distributed to the members of the group or donated to a good cause, such as victims of a natural calamity or a Christmas gift to the school staff. Next naman is, each member of your group should be prepared with the product, a sales pitch, and the marketing strategy. One of them being the website of the product. The product can add flyers, musics, etc. depending on their marketing strategy. Although at any time, there should be one member of the group that stays at the table or stall. The members are also encouraged to go around and see what the others group have in store. So, kumbaga, best example ng marketing fair na to is yung nagawa niya na noong senior high school, which is the entrepreneur or yung entrep week, 'di ba? So, ayang participating in marketing fair, talagang makaka-relate kayo sa ginawa niyo nung senior high school, if ever man na meron. Next naman is the teachers. So, next naman is the teacher or teachers will act as judge in the marketing fair, judging the product, the sales pitch, and the marketing strategy. Let's proceed naman to corporate conference. Organizing a corporate conference. First, divide the class into 3 to 5 groups, comprising of 7 to 10 members each. Each group should prepare the following. So, first, a pitch for a project or product. This can be either an existing project or product or one that is fictional. So, dito sa first natin, first na i-prepare nyo or ng isang student, kailangan yung main idea nyo is kung ano ba yung product or project na ikakandak nyo. Or if ever man, bakit ito useful or exciting. And why people should buy it or invest in it. Next naman is marketing strategy. So, dito sa marketing strategy, dito papasok kung paano mo ba isi-sell or ano yung mga strategy mo to sell or to market your products. So, meron tayong mga point dito. So, who is it for? Kung sino ba ang target customers mo? Diba? Kailangan mag-isip ka ng mga strategy na talagang makukuha mo yung eye nila or yung kiliti nila. So, kailangan mo malaman kung sino ba yung mga target customers mo. Next naman is how will you let people know about it? Paano ba nila malalaman yon? Siyempre, kailangan mo ring mag-isip ng strategy para malaman nila or malaman ng mga target customers mo yung products na ibebenta mo. And kung saan ba ito mabebenta? Through online ba? Kung may stalls kayo, may stores, ganyan. Next naman is an audiovisual or video presentation. Siyempre, para mas maengganyo sila, kailangan mag-upload ka sa social media, siyempre, ng short video or mga commercials or introductions para sa product mo, di ba? Next naman, a website of a product or project. Siyempre, dito naman papasok yung paggawa ng mga website, kagaya or mga pages, kagaya sa Facebook, para mas convenient at makita ng karamihan. Since karamihan naman is merong Facebook, di ba? Yan. And marketing, next naman is marketing materials for any participants in the conference. That means everyone in the class who is not part of your group. So, dito, marketing materials, kailangan mo mag-create ng mga handouts or dun na ipapamigay mo such as flyers, mga brochures, or even stickers, business cards, or kahit ano pa to explain or to help na ma-explain or ma-promote yung products mo. Step number 2, pick a team captain who will introduce the product or project in the conference and who will try to persuade the participants to either buy or invest in the product or project. He or she will act as a company's CEO, such as Bill Gates of Microsoft. He or she will able to be one to present the video presentation and the website. Step 3 naman, there should be different teams that will be in charge of the following, such as visual or video presentation, website, and other marketing materials. Next, For these two, there should be appropriate attribute to the director, editor, writer, and actors, among others involved. After everything that has been presented, the rest of the class is encouraged to ask questions to the rest of the group about the products or projects. That's all. Thank you.